Hello chatbox out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got up to on my Sunday evening, my Monday, my Tuesday and my Wednesday. So on my Sunday evening I had my second part to my split shift. I got dropped back to work, got clocked back into work, and it was a quiz. It was super busy, so I was running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing some food and drink orders and bill taking, and just cleaning lots of tables, getting lots of empty glasses taken off and cleaned, ready to use again, as we had so many people in, so we were getting through lots of pint glasses and wine glasses. And then I finished at 10 and I did 6 till 10. I was supposed to do 7 till 10, but I started at 6 as one of my colleagues, Tash, had a football game and she wasn't going to be able to get back for 5 o'clock, so she started at 7 and I started at 6, and then I did 6 till 9 instead, so I did an extra hour. And then I clocked off, got my bag and I headed off home. I got picked up and got back, and then I had my Sunday roast, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Sunday roast was so delicious, and I had some crumble for my pudding, and then I finished off writing my journal. I then put that away, and then I was just watching some stuff on Netflix and listened to a bit of music, and then I went off to bed. And then on my Monday I didn't have work until the evening. I was doing a 5 till close, which meant I got a nice lie-in. I then got up and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. My dad was at work, so was my older sister and younger brother, and my younger sister was asleep still, so was my mum, and my older brother had gone off on a massive walk and he got back ringing the doorbell, waking me up, so I was not impressed. I then had some breakfast and I got showered and changed, and I was just watching some stuff on Netflix and listened to a bit of music. My dad then got back from work and he went off to bed, and then I was just writing a bit of this short story that I'm working on. I'm working on some illustrations and doing a bit of colouring in, and then I got myself ready to go off for a walk, and I headed up to one of the flower shops and got some flower shots from there. I'm going to show you guys now. Such pretty flowers from there. I was then just having a nice chat with the flower shop keepers from there. I also got some plant stops from there. Let me show you guys now. The succulents and cactuses from there, all the pretty plants on the leaves. It's like a little jungle in there. I then went off and had a look at some of the child shops, and I went off to W. Smith's where I got the new Britney Spears book, which is Britney Spears, The Woman in Me. I cannot wait to start reading this, so excited. I love a bit of Britney. And then I went off and had a look at some more of the shops. I was then going to go to Dobby's, but I realised that I wouldn't have enough time before starting work at 5, so in the end I just went off on a massive walk, and I got a load of selfies of these autumnal leaves, and I got a photo of these autumnal leaves that I'm going to show you guys now. Such pretty leaves. I love autumn so much, all the lovely orange and yellows and reds, so pretty. Then I made way back and I got myself a Greg's lunch and had that whilst on my way home, and I then was watching Home and Away, wrote a bit of my journal, sorted out my Blues doll, listened to a bit of music, did some drawing and colouring in, and was just watching some vlogs and TikToks. And then I got myself ready to go to work, and I put my work jeans on and put my work top in my bag, left my jumper on that I had on, and I then headed up just before work to meet with Tash, and we had a coffee catch up just before work, and I had a hot chocolate, and one of my colleagues had kindly put a little heart in there, which is so cute. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Love hot chocolate so much. Had a coconut hot chocolate, and my mate Tash, I work with, her and her sister were there, so I joined them for a coffee catch up, and we were chatting, and then I got a photo taken of me on the sofa area in our workplace, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Selfie came up really well. Then Tash and her sister went off home, and I dropped into my workshop, and then it was me and one of my colleagues on shift 5 till close, and it was pretty quiet. Mondays are pretty quiet, and we absolutely smashed the clothes. I got loads of cleaning jobs and clothes jobs done, and we got out by 10, and then I got picked up, got back and got into my PJs, and for my tea I had a cheese and pickle toasty, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. So delicious. The cheesier the better. I love a cheese toasty, especially a cheese and pickle toasty. I had that with a cup of tea. I then finished writing my journal for the day and put that away. I was done just watching the UK soaps, listening to a bit of music and just enjoying and colouring in. I then, after finishing writing my journal, was just doing a little bit of journaling and just working on some illustrations and just watching stuff on Netflix. I then went off to bed, and then on my Tuesday I got up ready for work. I was doing a 10 till 5 shift at work, and so I got myself changed ready for work, had some toast and a cup of tea. My older brother was on his Xbox, older sister, dad and younger brother were at work, and younger sister was asleep. My mum was also asleep. I then locked up and made way to work, and just before work I got some flour sats that I'm going to show you guys now. Pretty flowers from there, all smells so good in there. I then got into work, got clocked in and put my bag away, and to start with it was just me and one of my colleagues from open till 12, and then at 12 o'clock one of our colleagues came on. She was doing 12 till 3, and so before that it was quite busy, and it'd been lovely and sunny, lovely blue skies. I'd had a lovely stroll up, and Tasha's sister was walking her dog when I was on the way to work and had taken a photo of me. It's like a paparazzi, so Tash had sent it to me. I was just so oblivious. I was obviously on the way to get up to the high street just before work to get the flowers out, so I was trying to get up just in time so I didn't be late for work, and so I obviously didn't realise that they were there. And it then about 11ish it just got so dark and I absolutely lashed down. It was so bad, the weather just was so windy and rainy, it was just not good, and it made it really busy because everybody came in, and we had a few of our workers, and we had the latte boys, the choir came in, and they weren't sat on a normal table, so they were not very impressed. They've made sure that in future that table was reserved for them when they come in the mornings, which they normally always do on Tuesdays. So that was a bit stressful, but we sorted it and they were fine about it, and had lots of people come in for breakfast and coffees, and lunch rush was quite busy. Had a few more bookings and a few more workers come in, and I was doing coffees whilst my supervisor on shift had her lunch break, and it went well. I'm slowly getting down coffees, and then I got my lunch break and I had a beef and chili with a fresh OJ, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Beef and chili was so good, and the fresh OJ as well. I then just got to my phone and kind of chilled for a bit. I then got back on to my work shift and was just cleaning more tables, running more food and drinks, and doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and I saw and chatted to some of the regulars. And then at 12 my colleague went off home. 3. She was doing 12 to 3. She finished at 3 and she went off. She finished at like 3ish so I could have my break, as it had been so busy. And then we had the Welsh speaking group that come in, and so that kept us quite busy for the late part of the afternoon. So they just had lots of coffees and teas, and so I was doing lots of drink orders and then running lots of the drinks and just cleaning lots of tables. And then at 5ish my colleague came in and took over for me. He was running a bit late and I was chomping at the bit to get home as I was so knackered. I then clocked off and got the hell out of there. I am so happy to have 2.5 days off. Got my bag and I went off to Co-op to get myself some lunch from there, and I got myself that to have when I was back from being at Jigsaw, which I have on Tuesday nights. So I had like a meal deal kind of thing for my tea because I had a kid lunch. And then my dad picked me up and we got back, and it was happy Halloween to you guys, Halloween, and we had lots of trick-or-treaters coming to the door, so I was on candy duty to give all the kids the sweets and stuff, candy as they say in America. And some of the costumes were really cute. There's someone in a little mummy outfit, it was adorable, and yeah, some of the outfits were really cool, costumes were quite good. And down our road they decked out the house for Halloween and gone all out, which is quite impressive. And then I was just watching Home and Away from the day and writing my journal and listening to a bit of music, and my grandma was over for tea and they were ordering fish and chips. And then my dad took me up to Jigsaw where I volunteer at, and we were part of pumpkin carving some pumpkins and scooping all the guts out and getting them all out and getting in a white mess. And we had some sweets and some drinks, and they had these little Halloween little straws which are so cute, and I took this one home, little vampire one, and we had lots of little sweets and some nice treats, and had some Halloween music playing, and I had a really good time. And I'm going to show you guys a photo of my pumpkin now. It's spooktacular. Got back and my dad put a candle in it, and it actually turned out really well. It reminds me of the pumpkin from Return to Oz, which is such a creepy film. It's like the sequel to The Wizard of Oz, and yeah, if you don't know, look that guy up. He was actually based on Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a fun little fact. And then I had my meal deal lunch I had got from Co-op for my tea, finished writing my journal. I then watched the UK soaps and watched Bake Off, and then caught up on RuPaul's Drag Race UK, which I am loving. It was the musical episode last week, so I caught up on that. I then finished writing my journal, had some cereal, and was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who and listened to a bit of Kylie and a bit of Shania Twain. And then I went off to bed. And then on my Wednesday, which is today, I got up and got showered and changed and had some toast and a cup of tea, and was watching a bit of TV. I was then getting myself ready to go off to meet Tash for a coffee catch up, and then we were going off into Bristol to have a bit of a shop and a little look around. And so my mum got up and we just watched a bit of TV, and my dad was at work, so it was my older brother and sister and younger brother. My older brother got back to work placement. He'd been off for half term and he's now got back today, and my younger sister was asleep, and I then got myself ready to go off and meet Tash for a coffee catch up. And just before meeting her, I went off to one of the flower shops and I got some flower sets from there that I'm going to show you guys now. So pretty, and they're looking very Halloweeny. The orange ones remind me of pumpkins. I love that. I also got some plant sets from there that I'm going to show you guys now. They're so pretty. I love plant snaps so much. Flower and plant photography just makes me so happy. I was then having a chat with the flower shopkeepers in there. I then went off and met Tash in Coffee One, and I had a caramel frappe and a blueberry muffin from there. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so good. I love blueberry muffins so much. They're probably my favourite type of muffin, and the caramel frappe was so good with lots of cream on and caramel sauce. Then we let our food go down and we were just chatting in there for a bit, and we then went off and had a look around some of the child shops, and then went off to one of the flower shops, and there was two, and I went off to the second one, which is in St Mary's Centre, and I got a snap of some succulents outside of the shop that we'll show you guys now. So pretty. I love succulents so much, and you can see in the background a little Halloween pumpkin window display they had with little pumpkins and sweets, which is so cute. Then we went off to have a look in News for You and she got some earrings from there that I pointed out. They were selling some earrings from there, and got some drinks and some nibbles, and then we went off and headed off to the bus stop to go into Bristol, and got our work rotors just before the bus arrived. And so we were just looking at our new rotors, and I've got a great week of shifts. I'm doing 4 shifts. I'm doing 23.50 hours, so a bit more of a quieter week than the past few weeks where I've been doing like 30, 32, 34. So I'm looking forward to a bit of a calm week for me, and I am not working the 10-year anniversary birthday bash, which I'm very happy about because it's like basically fully booked, so it's going to be a hell of a night. So I'm glad that I've escaped that, and I'm also off on Sunday evening, which is firework night. So I'm hoping to get down and see the firework display at our town's local park, where they do it every year. Depending on how expensive it is, because sometimes it can be a little bit pricey, I might just stand above next to the Tesco's and look down and watch it from there with my mate, depending on the weather, because it might be miserable. If not, I will give that a miss. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to my shifts this week. Got a good week of shifts, which is always good. And then we headed off into Bristol, and we went off and got off and then went off to the bear pit, which I'd never walked through before, and I've always heard about and seen it driving past. So we walked around there, and then went up to near there where there's this really cool like restaurant cafe kind of place. It's like galaxy like paint on there, and I got a selfie full of that, and then also got some more snaps around there, and went for a good walk around there. And I'm going to show you guys some photography I got from Bristol now. So beautiful in Bristol. I love the bustling city, and there's just so much to see. I saw the Crystal Steps and went down those, and then had to come back because we were heading the wrong way. Got lost a few times. It is so big, and I was just so happy that I didn't fall down those stairs because they are pretty steep, and saw lots of amazing things. And yeah, it was just such a lovely day. It did spit a few times, but luckily it didn't lash down, and when it did, we were in the galleries or in Cabot, which was very lucky for us not to get soaked. And we went into the galleries, which my younger sister said last time she went there was not much in there, but when we went in there it was pretty busy still, and there's quite a lot of shots to go into. So we went in there, and Tash went into this shop which is like very like gothic kind of emo kind of rock kind of stuff. So she was in her like heaven, whereas I went off to the entertainer, which had like Barbie and LOL and dolls and pot figures and things like that, which was my heaven. So I was very happy, and she was off there, and then we met back up to go off to the pound shop, which was just next door. And the first thing I'm going to show you guys from there is, without knocking those over, is this Barbie doll from the Barbie movie pot figure, which is the Western Barbie pot figure from the Barbie movie. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I was looking at the pot figures, and I didn't think there was one that took my fancy, and then I saw her right at the bottom of the bottom shelf, and I was like, oh my god, I think that is the Barbie Western Barbie pot figure from the Barbie movie. And it was, and I'm so happy that I got that. And then we went off to this American style sweet shop that did lots of sweets or candy, as they say over there, and I got some flying saucers, which are my favourites. Either those or sugar and banana, but I had sugar banana the other day, so I thought I'd change it up and get some of these, and I cannot wait to have some of these. They are so good, love them. And then we went off to this shop which was like Marvel DC .2, very like geeky, like comic book kind of stuff, definitely up my street. And I got this Supernatural mug. You know how much I love a mug, and you know how much you probably don't know, I bloody love Supernatural. I've watched all the seasons and I just love it. Sam was definitely my favourite. Love Sam. Loved him in Gilmore Girls as well. And yeah, Joe Padalecki, what a hunk. And then I also got this from Typo. I got this Grinch Christmas tree ornament, which we're going to be having to be very careful with because it is porcelain and I do not want to be dropping and breaking this. But yeah, I love it. Cannot believe it is the 1st of November already. Friday night this Sunday. Where has the time gone? Normally October, you get like halfway through and it like time stops. But this October, it literally feels like I blinked and it was Halloween and now it's over. And I'm just like, it's just insane. You know what they say, time flies, we're having fun and busy with work. And yeah, it's just been so crazy. It'll be Christmas before we know it. And then the last thing I'm going to show you guys is this one here. I got another one of this Shanghai doll here, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, you have two. They're twins. This one is going to stay in box because I love the box and I do not want to be destroying it. But this one I'm going to open and I'm going to put her in the dollhouse. And then we had some lunch as we were absolutely knackered. We literally shopped until we dropped in to get some food in Subway, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of what I had from there now. It was so delicious. I had a tuna, cucumber, gherkins, Caesar salad, like foot long, with a rainbow cookie and a 7-Up, and we sat and ate our Subways. I hadn't had Subway in so long and it was so delicious. And then we went off to the galleries and looked in there and went all around the little markets and went off to Sports Direct and into some of the other shops, and I got a few bits of Christmas shopping done for some of my family, and I'm almost finished already. I know I've been on it this year. And then went into Cabot and had a look on there, and I got a snap of this bit of artwork on the stairs and it says love in like rainbow colour. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. So beautiful. Then we went off and had a look around some more of the shops that we'd missed, and then on the way out we got some Krispy Kreme donuts, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the Krispy Kremes I got now. Donuts. Cannot wait to have one of those with a cup of tea in my new Supernatural mug. Then we made our way off to get the bus back, and we got the bus back and my colleague Tash went off back to hers and she was off to walk her dog Tebow, and I went off into Aldi and got some nibbles and some cream and marshmallows for some hot chocolates that we're going to be having at our other colleague Tash's house. So there's two Tashes, Kitchen Tash and Front of House Tashes, and we're going to Kitchen Tash's house to play games and have some hot chocolates with some cream and marshmallows, and we're going to be watching The Grinch, getting in the Christmassy spirit. I mean, 1st of November, it's practically Christmas. And then my dad is going to be coming to pick me up from Aldi, as he had to get some stuff from there anyway, but then he had to do something before that, so my older sister kind of came and picked me up, as I had a bag full of things that I got and things that I got for other people for Christmas, so I didn't really feel like lugging all of that stuff back home. So I then got back, showed my mum and my grandma and younger sister some of the things that I got for myself from being in Bristol. I was just saying about how lovely it was and how we managed to avoid the rain and luckily had a bit of sunshine, which is good. And my grandma was staying with us for a few days, and my younger sister had put on Halloween Town, so I sat watching that with them for a bit. I then had a cup of tea and some biscuits. I was just writing a bit of my journal and watching today's Home and Away, and I'm now off to go down to Tash's, and me, Tash and Tash are going to be having a little games night and having some hot chocolates, and I'm watching The Grinch. And yeah, I hope you guys have all had a lovely week so far. All have a lovely rest of your week. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog very soon. Bye.